Let's look at a simple term of DP site. Upon first presentation, the buyers shall pay against documentary draft drawn by the sellers at site. The shipping documents are to be delivered against payment only. 意思是，一经提示，买方应立即兑付卖方开立的跟单汇票，货运单据只能在付款的条件下移交，即付款交单。This is a flowchart of DP site. Four parties are involved in the collection process. They are exporter, who is the principal, 托收方, importer, exporters bank, 托收行, and importers bank, 代收行. First, exporter and importer contracts to make payment by DP. Exporter effects shipment and gets bill of lading. Exporter entrusts a side draft, shipping documents, and a collection order to its bank. Exporter's bank hands over documents and instructs importer's bank to collect funds on behalf of the exporter. Importer's bank presents documents as instructed to the importer. The importer makes payment at site. Importer's bank releases shipping documents to the importer. Interbank settlement between importer's bank and exporter's bank is made. Exporter's bank transfers funds into exporter's account. Importer takes delivery of the goods with the shipping documents. This is a simple term of DP after site. The buyers shall duly accept the documentary draft drawn by the sellers at several days' site upon first presentation, and make payments on its maturity. The shipping documents are to be delivered against payment only. 意思是，买方应于首次提示时及时承兑卖方开立的见票后若干天付款的跟单汇票，并在到期日付款，付款交单。This is a flowchart of DP after site. It is different from that of DP site at the importer's end. When documents are first presented to the importer, it has only to make acceptance. Shipping documents, together with the acceptance draft, are kept by the importer's bank. On maturity, documents are to be presented again and released when importer makes payment. This is a simple term of DA. The buyers shall duly accept documentary draft drawn by the sellers upon presentation and make payment at several days' site, or after date of bill of lading. The shipping documents are to be delivered against acceptance. 买方应于票据提示时承兑卖方开立的见票后若干天付款，或者是提单日后若干天付款的跟单汇票，承兑后即可交单。How about this example? Payment by draft payable 120 days after cargo arrival. 意思是使用到货后120天付款的远期汇票，承兑交单。It is also an example of DA, but presents more risks for the seller. This is a flowchart of DA. The difference still lies at the importer's end. When documents are first presented to the importer, it can get shipping documents only by making acceptance. The importer's bank only keeps the acceptance draft. The importer can take delivery of goods on arrival and sell them even before the maturity. Until the maturity date, the exporter can receive money when it is paid. This presents greater risks for the exporter. Let's study this case together. Our company made a selling offer to a foreign company. and the suggested payment be made by DP at the 30-day after sight. Several days later, the foreign company replied and asked for payment by DA at 30 days after sight. The question is, can we accept this counteroffer? Why? Whether we can accept this counteroffer or not depends on the credibility of the importer and our risk preference. Although the maturity dates are the same in the two alternatives, DA presents the seller more risks because the goods are to be at the buyer's disposal after acceptance. The seller takes the risk of losing the goods without any payment. However, in DP after sight, the seller still has the goods, even if it cannot receive any payment from the buyer on maturity. When payment is made by documentary collection, we can find the possibility to get finance. Let's discuss how to make it. As an importer, he may use a trust receipt to get finance in DP after sight. 在 DP 远期业务中，进口商可以通过信托收据向代收行借单。A trust receipt is like a guarantee from the importer, promising to make payment on maturity. Let's study this case together. Our company made a selling offer to a Japanese company, and the suggested payment be made by DP side. The Japanese company counter-offered. Your offer is accepted if payment could be made by DP after 90 days through Bank A. The question is, can we accept this counteroffer? Why? As we have discussed, the difference between DP side and the DP after sight is that importer's bank holds the shipping documents from the date of acceptance to the maturity date. If the importer is familiar with that bank, it will be possible for the importer to borrow the documents from his bank by giving the bank a trust receipt. Sell the goods before the time when he has to make payment. What if the importer fails to make payment on maturity? If the importer's bank lends the documents without instruction from the exporter, the importer's bank has to make payment for the importer. If the bank lends the documents with instruction from the exporter should bear the loss. In this case, if the credibility of Bank A is good enough, we can accept the counteroffer, but give no instruction to release documents against trust receipt. As an exporter, he may have the collection bill purchased by a financial institute, that is, discounting we have mentioned. 出口商可以通过托收出口押汇进行融资，实际上就是我们前面讲到的汇票贴现业务。